Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Carolina Panthers.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the double.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
You look at this Bears defense.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass.
Ready.
Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Come on.
An
set.
early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Mega. Ready.
Throwing, Young. Hard throw, incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker.
This is taken at the 23. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own
36 yards. Ready.
He's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
On 2nd down, LeBlanc. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jadeveon Clowney with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Here is Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch.
Ultra.
But nothing doing
Go
on that
ultra.
one.
Hut, hut.
Young on third down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
The Panthers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
White, white. Hut, hut. Fury, yellow. Ready?
1st and 10, Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set, go.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly,
Red, cycle.
sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Set.
3rd down, Young from the gun. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was that was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
This offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And his kick is no good. And in on
auspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ready up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
On the
Now
set.
2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Claws 10. Ready.
Now Young. And Davis with it left side. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to come up first downs, and you tend to stop them out when you do it.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Striker 3-3. Set.
Young on first down. And this is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here we
Young's
go.
incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and then to give to Sanders. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Intended for Miles Sanders, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Let's go
3rd
now.
and 8.
Drill grease. Ready.
Young will set to throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll call come out throwing here on first down. He's got the hook up to McLeod. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. 6-0 our score after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Ready up.
They'll try the left side. LeBlanc. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Come on, come on.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Let's go. Ready up.
That one into the ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
They run the counter. LeBlanc. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
On the jump. Let go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that sudden decisiveness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Touchdown, Bears! Albert Okwuegbunam, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead now stands at 13. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Out for the PAT, here's Johnson. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Bears 20, Panthers nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Second down and 6 now. Another run with Sanders.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here we go,
so
here we
they'll
go.
Come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
Up the middle they go. LeBlanc. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It certainly looks like they still some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. LeBlanc. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, LeBlanc. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay.
Ready, set.
I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Go.
Zay Flowers as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here we
Now
go.
the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Pace, 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 pace. Let's go.
Now a toss coming right side. LeBlanc. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Come on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Lightning 18. Ready, right?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jerry Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nance. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Nance. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. LeBlanc, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll look to throw here. That's caught. It's Flowers. Touchdown, Chicago. Zay Flowers, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Johnson for the extra point try. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Ready, ready. Go check, go check.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Ready, ready.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Hurt, hurt. Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
They'll go again with Sanders. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Here we go.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Ready.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ready up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Go.
They'll run with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Check go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Off play action. Nance. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Cade York on now for the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Ready.
The Bears Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go.
2
Here we
yards
go.
to go, second down.
Ready, ready?
He'll drop to throw. Get that complete to Alberto. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now, first down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. Second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Let's go
Final
now.
minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Come 19. Come 19. Hut.
To throw on second down. Nance. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Nance. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whipped on it. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On the set.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Go.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
On the ball. On the ball.
He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
Here we go, Jack. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some...
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Ready.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Come on, set.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
chop. 17. Black swap. Smash. Smash. Set. Go.
Here's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here we go.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Set.
Young to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready, right?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Jack Fury. Ready.
On the draw, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Faster, faster.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Slide, 97. Hey, check Mega. Hut.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
9 yards. That's good for a Panthers
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Renfro on the end around. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina! Hunter Renfro, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense